Our first scary video in this scary compilation comes from a woman named Emma, who caught something on film that left her utterly unnerved. Late one evening, while relaxing in her living room, she heard disturbing noises at the front door. What she captured next is nothing short of creepy. In the video, all sorts of eerie sounds echo behind the door, punctuated by what sounds like her own voice hissing, "I know you're in there." Yet when she peeks through the window, there's nobody in sight. So who or what is really out there? Right before the doorknob begins to rattle, she takes one last look outside. Still, she sees no sign of an intruder. She hoped this nightmare was over, but 6 days later, late at night, the same unnerving incident happens again.
And this is why I can't call the cops, because when I go to look, there's no one there. I know it's hard to see, but I'm not opening the door. There's like no one out there. And like, this is a window. There's no people, but this is a window, and you can really see out there. And like, it's hard to see. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
The voice grows more aggressive, demanding, "Let me in." Once more, Emma checks and finds no one at the door. Afraid of whatever might be lurking, she refuses to unlock it. She suspects a mimic, but this continues every few nights, hinting that we haven't seen the last of it. Until then, what do you think is behind this terrifying ordeal? An actual paranormal presence? Or a carefully orchestrated hoax? You decide. Following terrifying footage comes from a CCTV camera, operated by user Raxi, is set up inside a village hall office late one night when an unsettling alert pings. Someone has allegedly entered the premises after hours. Roxy, the caretaker, immediately grows suspicious because he's the only one who typically comes in to prepare the ceremony. Concerned, he reviews the surveillance footage and encounters something downright disturbing.
Telah ini dek balik desa ya. Apakah ada yang aneh?
Tak juga ya.
Ya. Ding 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 ding.
Sigma boy.
Sigma boy. Iya. Jam 23.41.
Kalau motornya kayak Messi ya.
Medani cah. Iso nyuwata ya raimu.
In one corner of the feed, a ghostly pale figure resembling a young boy with luminous eyes seems to stare directly into the lens. Roxy can't begin to explain who or what this might be. Do you believe this chilling sight is evidence of a real haunting? Or could it be an elaborate hoax? You decide. This scary video comes from a person named Owal, who reveals that something disturbing has haunted his home for the past 2 or 3 weeks. An unexplainable series of events. Late in the afternoon, while resting in his living room, he notices a strange movement in the bathroom. This is the chilling footage he managed to record.
Oh my god, bro. I just seen the craziest shit. Look, over there. Over there, I just seen the craziest shit. Look! Oh my god, bro. What was that? Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that? Bro, I'm like shaking right now. What is that? Look at. Watch, it's gonna do it again. It's gonna do it again. Look at that! Nah, bro.
From his spot on the couch, a creepy shadow emerges at the bathroom door, only to slip away in an instant. Yet each time he goes to check, there's no trace of anyone. 2 days later, the same scary occurrence repeats, and this time, he decides to approach the doorway for a closer look.
Look, there it is again. Holy shit. Look, even the cat's tripping. Even the cat's tripping. Last time he'll tell me to go look. I'm going to look. 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 It's literally just the bathroom. Look. Oh god. Don't ignore that. But look. Windows closed. There's nobody in here. It's just dirty. I'm just not. Like, what is going on, bro? Look at that.
Sure enough, the terrifying silhouette appears again, now clearly resembling a face, complete with something that looks like a nose. Even more bizarre, the camera briefly glitches and his cat seems transfixed by that very spot. But once again, he finds absolutely nothing. Some suggest it could be curtains shifting in a draft, but he shows the window is sealed shut and the drapes are completely still. After weeks of these creepy encounters, he's left grasping for answers. So, is this a genuine glimpse of the paranormal or just a well-crafted hoax? You decide. Over on the Screen Freak 79 YouTube channel, a video surfaced 13 years ago, claiming it captured a genuine ghost on film. The footage follows Mike and his friend Sam, who venture into the woods in the dead of night, determined to reach out to whatever might be on the other side. In the enveloping darkness, they suddenly sense something moving off in the distance. Just a faint glimpse at first, but enough to make their hearts pound.
My name is Mike. This is my friend Sam.
Hello.
We don't mean any disrespect. We're only here to learn and communicate. This may be your last opportunity to communicate with anyone.
You asked that last question. The camera just died.
Really? Was it charged?
Yeah, it was fully charged. I mean, I K2, check the K2.
Something over there? I haven't seen anything, bro.
Dude, something moved over there, I swear. Wait, it's moving.
Whoa! Where's it at?
They lean forward, straining their eyes through the pitch black, when out of nowhere, a chilling sight makes them both jump. Right there before them, a pale, translucent shape takes form, then drifts to the left, vanishing as quickly as it appeared. Mike and Sam scramble to chase after it, but no further trace of this eerie visitor emerges on camera. What do you think they encountered that night? This creepy video comes from Maria Martin. She joins her friends for a birthday celebration when a disturbing twist unfolds, and she suspects it may be tied to a ghost. They circle around the cake, eager to watch the birthday girl blow out the candles. But that's exactly when things shift.
Bueno, a ver. Tiene un fantasma aquí, ¿eh?
Mira, creía que había sido la cría haciendo una broma.
In that moment, every single flame suddenly goes dark. But the birthday girl never even took a breath. So how did they all snuff out? Maria pans the camera across the table, revealing other candles flickering away, completely undisturbed. After sharing this terrifying footage, her startled followers demand explanations. Searching for more concrete answers, Maria posts a chilling update to address the eerie incident.
Ayer subí un vídeo con mi amigo en el cumpleaños de una de ellas, en el cual se apagan las velas de manera un poco misteriosa, sin que nadie esté soplando o nadie esté cerca. Aquí tenéis el vídeo a cámara súper lenta, por si alguien ve algo más que nosotros no veamos, que sea más experto sobre la dirección del fuego que puede haber pasado. Realmente ella no estaba soplando y es que en la dirección en la que vemos que viene no había nadie, porque es que el resto estábamos detrás cantándole. O sea, no sé, nos quedamos todos porque ya veis las siguientes reacciones.
In that moment, every single flame suddenly goes dark. But the birthday girl never even took a breath. So how did they all snuff out? Maria pans the camera across the table, revealing other candles flickering away, completely undisturbed. Following horrifying video comes from a person behind the Seeker of Ghost channel, who has repeatedly returned to a single apartment, eager to capture conclusive evidence of the paranormal. And he finally did. Yet somehow, one terrifying discovery wasn't enough. It was as if a sinister force had latched onto him, dragging him back inside over and over. Almost as though his feet were being guided by another mind, he wandered the halls again and again. The woman renting the place admitted she and her children had been plagued by odd scuttling and tapping sounds from day one.
Сдавала я эту квартиру. Квартирантка уехала, я живу здесь недалеко, а эту квартиру я временно сдавала. Она уехала, ничего не сказала.
Вы мне писали, что происходит какая-то паранормальная активность у вас в основном, я так понимаю, ночью, да?
Ночью, да.
Что еще можете сказать, что у вас здесь в квартире происходит, чтобы я приблизительно знал, с чем мне тут сталкиваться?
Да, несколько ночей было нормально, а потом какие-то шкрябания, какие-то звуки какие-то происходят непонятные.
Ну, в общем, как вы писали мне, что наподобие в квартире Оэдика то, что происходит, да, я так понимаю?
Да.
Вы же писали, что на первом этаже.
Her husband passed away right there in the apartment, and soon after his final breath, the eerie happenings escalated into physical manifestations. Armed with this deeply unsettling history, the investigator braced himself for the worst upon entering, ultimately stumbling upon what he believed was a disturbing case of witchcraft. Convinced a particular section acted as a portal, he tore it down hastily, only to realize there might be more than one scattered about. After some searching, he set up a night vision camera to monitor the lounge while exploring other rooms. Whatever lurked in the shadows clearly wasn't pleased with his plan.
Начну где-то отсюда вас свои поиски. Не понял. А что со светом? Какого хрена?
Suddenly, the light started flickering, leaving him in pitch-black intervals for a few agonizing seconds. And then, something else took place.
Тоже интерес возник. Зачем она-то здесь все хранит, если она здесь не живет? Зачем сахар в банке?
Usually, orbs signify little more than everyday dust. But the fact that they materialize right after an eerie shadow and a shaking fan raises suspicion. It's clear no one else is in the apartment, and he's isolated in the kitchen. So what was slipping through that space? Maybe it's the same presence that launched a doll to the far side of the lounge for another chilling spectacle. Feeling emboldened, he rushed to light some candles in hopes of contacting the entity. Unsurprisingly, there was no response. Instead, he found something far more unsettling.
Выйди со мной на контакт.
That's when it voiced one horrifying statement.
Ты из этой квартиры не исчез.
Before unleashing complete chaos throughout every corner of the apartment.
Какого хрень?
Trying to distance himself from the swirling activity, he barricaded himself in the bathroom and attempted to smash the mirror, thinking it could be the gateway, and destroying it might end the ordeal. Yet it appeared the entity had already anticipated his plan and intervened.
Ты сюда не зайдешь. У меня есть защита. Я рассыпал четверговую соль. Вали прочь отсюда. Я, кстати, нашел твой второй портал. Вот же он.
Who or what on earth is sharing that space with him? The worst part is, he left viewers hanging with a dreaded, "to be continued." Might this horrifying spectacle be genuine proof of dark forces? Or could it be an elaborate fabrication? You decide.